Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll have a look at this Honor MagicBook 15 laptop that was launched just recently. And guys, this is a review on it, and I've been actually testing this one for the past 2.5 days. So I'll share my experience about this laptop. What did I like, what did I did not like, and this is powered by the AMD Ryzen 3500U processor. Comes with Windows 10 Home and also Windows Office 365 trial 1 month is there, and it comes with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. So let's have a closer look at the same now. So guys, this is what we get in the box, the laptop itself, and a USB Type-C actually charger. It's a 65-watt charger. You can also charge your smartphones with this one. I'll just keep that to the side. And this is the laptop itself, and if you look at the sides, we do have that chamfered edges which actually look good, and the build is actually aluminum with the plastic what do you say in between in some areas, but the build quality is good. The entire chassis, actually let me open it up and give you an idea. It has a 15-inch IPS LCD screen, and the good thing is that again it has a fingerprint scanner. As you can see, it boots in very quickly. Then the thing is that I think so the entire chassis is very good, because when I try to like bend it, it simply does not bend or has that flex over here. So it's nice to see a good build quality. The chassis is good, doesn't have that flex or anything, so that was actually really good. And moving to the screen, if you notice, let me increase the brightness a little bit. It can go up to about 250 nits. Let me just this is comfortable, I think so. This is good here. And if you notice, we don't have a lot of bezels on the top and sides. Bottom we have a small chin, and the only branding here internally is here it's written as Honor, and this is IPS LCD screen. I'm happy to say, guys, let me actually show you. If you move this here and there and you're doing your regular work, colors actually do not shift, which is actually pretty important these days, because we have noticed that color shifting is a major issue on budget oriented laptops, and here it does not. And another thing that I noticed is that it does go a little bit more back like this compared to most other laptops. Most other laptops like only go till this goes even further. So nice to see that we don't have the color shifting problem that is prevalent on a lot of budget laptops. And in this price range, generally we are getting laptops of 14-inch. This one is having a 15-inch screen, but again guys, no touchscreen or anything, but the quality of the screen, I won't complain that much. It's a good quality screen. I was worried about the color shifting on this one. Moving to the processor use, it's the AMD Ryzen 3500U on this one. Yes, I know it's slightly older. The thing is that the 4500U series processor, the laptops with that are costing about 60,000. This laptop is around that 43. You can get it for 40 also. And as you can see, the AMD Ryzen 3500U, it's based on 12 nanometer process, and this is a proper quad-core processor with 8 actually threads. And if you go to the memory, it's 8 GB of RAM, and it's dual channel that we are having. It's DDR4, but sadly again, like most laptops in this price range, RAM is not upgradable. But I was surprised with the performance of this laptop, and I ran some benchmarks. Let me actually show you. I was just running it earlier. This is the Cinebench R15. Let me try to zoom in a little bit if I can, and as you can see, the OpenGL score we got was 55.4, but the CPU score, notice this one, this is important, that is 641, and this is actually a really good score for a laptop at this price point. For example, here there was some comparison. For example, for CPU, this is the Core i7 3700. That is the last generation Core i7, and even the 10th generation Core i7 that got a score of just 616. Here, as you can see, this one is 641. So again, the performance of this laptop is really good. The Ryzen 3500U processor is a good one, and they have done good optimization, because here in the benchmarks there was another laptop with the Ryzen 3500U, and that got a score of 565, whereas this one, as you can see, got a score of 641. So very respectable scores that we are getting. I also ran what do you say, Geekbench. Let me open this. It should be here somewhere. Yeah, the score. Yeah, this is the Geekbench score for the CPU, and for the single core, as you can see, we got a score of 673, and for multi-core we got a score of 2961. Again, to give you an idea, these are actually really good score considering the price point of this laptop. I also ran Crystal Disk March, and here I was surprised. Here is the score, and as you can see, it has a PCI NVMe SSD, and they have put a very fast SSD on this. Notice the scores on the first one. We are getting a score of about 3.1 gigabytes. That's 3101, and write of 1598. If it was just an ordinary SSD, this score should have been around just about 550. Even we have some other PCI SSD with well-known manufacturers, and they go around 1500 to 1800. These scores, the 3000 figures that we are getting, are generally reserved for very high-end laptops. So it's nice to see they didn't skimp on the SSD, that is the PCI SSD that is used on this one. It's a very fast one, and I think so that is the reason. Let me just close this. We'll try to reboot this laptop. I'm just gonna kill all this, and let's just let me just shut it down and show you again. As I've shown you, let me show you the fingerprint. It has embedded fingerprint here, and if we wake up from the screen, it actually wakes up. And another thing I completely forgot to mention to you, and again, as I told you, this is very solid because the chassis is aluminum, and we have the integrated microphones over here. So it's nice it picks up the sound well. I'll show you a sample with the webcam also. Let's just open this up, and you have the fingerprint, and if you notice, if I just tap in, it logs in very quickly. Now let's just shut down this laptop, and I'm just going to do a complete shutdown. And let's try to boot it up and see how fast this is. And another thing is that this power button has that embedded fingerprint scanner, and this is an intelligent type 1. It actually, when I just tap it like this, it will store my fingerprint, and when Windows boots up, booting is done, it actually sends that signal, fingerprint signal. So it actually just boots it seamlessly. Let me show you actually. Let's try this. I've pressed it, and now let's see. Now it started booting. Let's see how fast Windows actually loads. And as you can see, it automatically locked in because it saved our fingerprint while we were doing that. And this is again a high-end feature, generally not found on most laptops. I've seen this feature only on very high-end laptops. And as you saw, the booting speed was very fast. That's because of the quick SSD. So in general, the performance was very good of this laptop. Again, as you can see, I was just doing my normal work, etc. On this one, there are about 8 or 9 tabs that are open. I was also using Chrome, doing my regular stuff. And one thing that I really liked on this laptop is that while doing regular stuff like this, the laptop never actually became warm, or even the fan noise I noticed on this one, which is actually a nice thing, because again, if you're doing normal work also, if the fan noise comes continuously, it's very irritating. But on this laptop, I noticed that the fan noise was simply not there. As you notice, we have a lot of vents over here, so I think so it's doing a good job of dissipating the heat. Bottom, if you notice, these are the 2 speakers that we have on this one, and I'll show you the sample also with that. And moving to the ports, here as you can see on the left, we have the USB Type-C port. This is a LED. This glows when it's charging, and the good thing is that it supports USB PD charging, so you charge it via the USB port. In fact, I could even charge it with the smartphone charger, but it will take time. With the supplied charger, actually it does support quick charging. I believe it charges about 53% in about 30 minutes. We have a regular USB Type-C port and a full-size HDMI port, and on this end again one more USB port and a 3.5mm headphone jack. I wished it also had a SD card, but that's what we get. And let's just open it up again. And let me just, again, the fingerprint scanner, as I told you, works very, very well. And regarding the battery, from the material I got from Honor, they were claiming about 6.5 to about 7 hours. But I did run this battery report. Again, guys, this is just with 2 cycles, about 2.5 days of testing. But according to this, I'm getting anywhere around 5 hours, 24 minutes to about 5 hours worth of battery life with my regular usage. So that's regarding the battery life that I'm getting. Moving to the keyboard, guys, it's a full-size keyboard that we are getting, and this one actually reminds me of the MacBook Pro's keyboard. It actually looks like that. Moving to the trackpad is decent quality, and it does have that Windows precision driver, so you have all these just with 2 fingers scrolling and stuff. You even have multi-finger gestures like this. So all these stuff actually work very well. So that way I would say the trackpad is good. Another thing that I liked about the trackpad is that sometimes the trackpad in many laptops, if it's not calibrated well, when you're just doing the single scrolling like this, it tries to auto select and stuff like that. So that was not the case. So in terms of trackpad, the trackpad performance was actually good on this laptop. So let's test the speaker, and to just give you an idea, this is my Acer laptop, and this is slightly high. This cost about 70,000, and I'm just going to play the same track, and you hopefully would notice the difference. And this is max volume, guys, 100%. So you heard it on this one, and now let's run the same track on this one. And this is not even 100%. Let me increase the volume. That was at 70. So the speaker is way louder than most of the Windows laptops that I've heard, and I'm glad at least some company is concentrating on the speakers. And this is one of those rare laptops on which I didn't have to keep the volume level at 100%. I was just mostly keeping it around 60-65%. Recording this video with the pop-up camera on this Honor Magic Book, and the thing is that because the camera is down, you have to actually look at it or raise the laptop like this a little bit. But you guys let me know, what do you feel about the camera quality? At least in the preview it looks actually good compared to many of the laptops in this price range. Audio is also being recorded via the same. So guys, what do I feel about this Honor Magic Book laptop? Let's talk about the same. And first let me talk about some of the cons, then we'll move about the good things that I noticed. And the first thing about cons is that it comes only in one variant as of now, 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. So it's very surprising we don't have other variants. Next thing is that though the keyboard is good, it's sufficiently big, easy to type, but again there is no backlighting on this one. And another thing that I noticed is that again this laptop is not for gamers. So if you're thinking of getting this laptop for doing gaming, it's not for you. Yes, you can do light gaming because of the Vega 8 graphics, but again most of the games you'll have to keep it on low graphics, or some of the older games that can run for medium. But again, don't get this for gaming. Now let's move to the things that I actually liked on this one, and I was surprised because guys, before getting this laptop I had very mediocre expectations, and but after using it for some time, as you saw, the performance was actually really good. So let's talk about the good things that I noticed. And the first thing that I noticed is the screen quality thankfully is good. It's a 15-inch screen, and that viewing angle issue is not there on this one. So it's good even for watching movies and stuff. And indoor usage, I would say it's adequately. Yes, outdoor the screen is a little bit dim, but in indoor usage it's perfectly fine. Next, moving to another thing that I really liked is this USB Type-C port, and it charges via that, and it's actually expensive to implement this because I've seen other laptops also that cost about 70,000 etc. For example, the Ryzen 4700U from Asus, which I got recently, has a Type-C port, but you simply cannot charge it because it's expensive to implement that. I'm glad that they went with this USB Type-C charging, and that bundled charger is that 65 watt, and you can even charge your smartphones with the same. So I like that they have implemented USB Type-C charging on this one. Next thing is the fingerprint scanner performance, as you saw, was also actually very good, and it performed brilliantly. So I thought, yeah, it would be a gimmick, but genuinely it's a good fingerprint scanner on this laptop. The next thing that I noticed is regarding the speakers. As I have mentioned, the speakers were a surprise to me. They're actually really loud. So nice to see some vendor, at least in the budget range, is also offering good speakers on this one. And lastly, this is a small thing, but not many people talk about it. it. I was surprised that we didn't have a lot of bloatware on this. Just some extra bundle app was a PC manager on this one, and one more for the color thing. But apart from that, I did not find any bloatware. Generally, what vendors do is that they add a lot of bloatware, unnecessary apps, antivirus, this all trial versions to a laptop that does not cost a lot. So glad to see bloatware was not there. And the last thing was that the PCI SSD, yes, it's just a 256 gigabyte, but again, as you saw, it was a very fast SSD. So overall, I would say it's a good laptop, and it sells for about 43,000 here in India. It's sold via Flipkart. And guys, earlier today I got one more email from Honor because it's a review in it, and here as you can see, it's written that you can actually get this laptop during the first sale for about 40,000 or so. Again, I'll leave all that info in the description. I'll leave a link for more info. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.